Now here, Wendy, who's only 21 and making her first appearance in the actual Australian team, is running first for the team, and she's made a very good start. Wendy has had a really nasty accident 2 months ago and broken her right leg, the one we see nearest us, and it's in a zipped up boot. And when it's out of that boot, the ankle is still very swollen, and she's still in a cast when she's trying to walk around. And here, you have to be dead straight as you face those judges for the last movement. They can see everything from their little boxes at the end. This is looking very nice. And a square halt, all those legs square, a little tiny movement there, but an excellent test. She will be delighted. Very twisty course, up and down and in and out and turning all the time. And although they've shortened it from a 13-minute length to 10, the twists and the turns are making up for the shorter course, taking their toll of the energy. Oh, that's a big jump. There's an oxer of brushes with a bullfinch bit sticking out the top, and he is flying. May not look as fast as Philip Dutton and Wendy Shaker.
Oh, we've had a problem here.
She's fallen on the flat.
She's
done
fallen.
what David Green did in Barcelona and slipped on the corner.
Well, that's a disaster for Gillian.
Catch him. Oh, she's not good.
No, she's not well.
Not good at all. And Jill into the water. Now she's got her work cut out. A big fence, Normandy Bank, up under a roof. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's got problems.
She's
down
gone
again.
into the water. I mean, poor girl. She's a brave girl.
She is
not Australian.
That's 2 falls and she's back up. She's showing a lot of courage. She has a lot of guts in this ride.
All the pressure on Andrew Hoy now, because into the frame has crept United States, Ireland and New Zealand.
Well, it was a proud moment for Andrew when he carried the flag for the Australian team at the opening ceremony, and it's a proud moment for him out here now as he's trying to get the Australian charge back on track.
Look at those ears. He's keen. He's listening to Andrew, but he's on the job. You can see he only wears... There he showed his greenness. There's an enormous ditch in front of that fence. Let me tell you the pressure this guy's feeling now. The weight of the entire country is on his shoulders, and that is no exaggeration. Am I starting before the bell? Am I going through the start?
Oh.
Okay, I've had one down. I've still got a hell of a lot more, but anything could happen. Now the trouble. 4 more fences to gold for Australia.
Here we go.
Good spot. Good stride. 2.
Okay, Phil, one more. That's it, Matt. They've done it. That's gold to Australia. Absolutely fantastic performance from the Australians here. They've come from what was just an incredible position, sitting in 6th to 1st, and come through with all the pressure on them today. Come into this with a huge lead, but anything could go wrong, and they pulled it off.
Jill is not with us tonight, so she does send her love, and she said yay to the event title that you guys won for the AIS Event of the Year award, but she also wanted me to mention Peppermint Grove, which I know all the riders had unique relationships with their horses, but for Jill and Fred, she wanted me to mention Faye and Mick Craig and Greg Rolton, who were the owners of Peppermint Grove. So if you are speaking to Jill, please let her know that I did do that.
Yes, we all send Jill our best wishes.
Yes.
She hasn't been well, and we hope that she's on the road to recovery.
Yeah,
now, just a little bit with Wendy, like that's true about the golf buggy, but they didn't actually protest, but I could see what was happening because Wendy was on the golf buggy, and all the other team members, when we were walking the course, you could see that they were saying, why are the Australians allowing that girl to get a ride? And I said, sorry, Wendy, we've got to walk. Now, we walked the course, it's about 7 Ks, and when we get back, and she's got one of those moon boots on, and she's got a white sock on. I looked down, and she's got blood coming out the top of her boot. I looked at her boot and looked at her, and she just looked away. Most amazing, and she was only a kid then on her Pony Club horse. And you're right, she would have, under the old system, she would have been a double gold medalist, as Stuart Tinney would have been in Sydney. But what a wonderful team, like to be able to go into the show jumping and knowing that Philip Dutton could have knocked every fence down, we still win the gold medal.
But he didn't.
He did it. So it was just the most fantastic team. I guess probably one of our most wonderful teams. Jill's performance was heroic, and she was so brave to keep on going. Of course, nowadays you couldn't do that because if you have a fall, you are eliminated. But it's just as well for history that we can do those sort of things, and she was brilliant. So congratulations to that team. And while I'm here, I've got to mention at all the times I get up here, and I'm only a small cog in that team, And we have a person here tonight that I have so much respect for, is Dennis Golding, our vet, and sometimes he needs to be up here with us.
Where's Dennis?
Dennis, you should come up.
Dennis, I didn't see you there, Dennis. Oh, you had a lot of work to do in '96, didn't you?
So I should say that of all the medals we won, without Dennis, it wouldn't have happened.
Before you walk away, because you've played down your role, but this was the second of 3 consecutive team gold medals which Australia won under your tenure as coach. I was going to ask you what made them so successful, but I'm not going to ask you that. They were great riders, great support staff, great coaches, great horses. You must be exceptionally proud when you look back now at that era.
Oh, yes. It was just a dream, wasn't it? You know, I think, I've said it before, Matt sort of started it all, didn't he, in Barcelona? He was the one that jumped up and said, hey, we can do this. And so we were on for a ride after that. And sure, we had great backup, and as I said, with Dennis and the people, and Jimmy Dunn and the people that were in the team. And we did run a very closed, tight ship. We did.
And it paid off? Paid off. No, was there something?
No,
I was
it
going
was
to say congratulations to you as the coach of this successful team. But I also want to, Dorothy and Jim, have you drawn straws as to who's coming over? You can both come over if you'd like. This was the second gold medal team that Andrew was a part of. Now, as parents, you've been here before. I know you've represented Andrew with much pride. But tell me about the pride that you felt as a parent watching him win this Olympic gold in particular.
I think it's amazing because we went to Sydney. Andrew didn't want us at any of the other teams for fear that we wouldn't cope with the meals and that type of thing.
He's worried about you.
So we would sit at home and watch it on television. One particular night, one of the Sydney channels wanted to fly down and interview us while the event was on. I wasn't too keen on that. So I said, oh, look, I'm an old bloke, I'll just go to bed. And they said, won't you sit up and watch? I said, no way. So anyhow, we did sit up and watch it. And Dorothy was about to walk outside at about 4:30 in the morning.
After about 3 falls from other people.
After these 3 falls. And we happened to walk past the radio at the same time. And they said, oh, Andrew's jumped clear. Well, you've never seen anyone change so much in 5 o'clock in the morning.
I could go back and watch.
Oh,
So-
I tell you, the parents,
we then
they
sat down
ride
and
every
watched it.
moment.
Yes, but I think a lot of the success of those earlier teams was the support they had from everyone in the event. And as Wayne covered it all, and so have the other good riders, that I think I'd like to see the era start again, but I don't know.
Well, you never know. 88 days. Oh, sorry, 58 days. We've got some Olympic Games happening. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Dorothy, what do you think this means to Andrew, this particular 1996 team being in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, well, he's just so proud of what he's done and how people have supported him. They've been wonderful. So thank you very much, everybody.
And you've supported him beautifully as well. Thank you very much.